clear right now. The area. We'll see more trees and storm reports in the morning by daybreak. At this time,
everybody. Hello, my name is
suitable
Jeremy
to go
Cycle.
out.
I got this weather update for you.
For some of the sporadic power
It
outages,
is
and then we'll be able to
severe
probably end up seeing a little
warning,
more damage reports.
valid
But the
until
zone line is
May
under
5th,
severe
2025.
warnings as we've been
At
tracking since
1
yesterday
a.m. Eastern
evening at 10
Time
o'clock
until
Eastern Time, 9 Central. So we've been on live all the way through. We're
2
streaming and we're
a.m.
still
Eastern
here.
Time.
The tornado possible threat is because it's coming into a little bit
Severe
more of a stronger
warning,
dynamics of
northwest
a little bit difference in wind. And you can see how it's
and West
a
Central
little bit more
Georgia,
tilted
Muscogee
from
County,
Baker
West
Hill up
Central
to Eufaula,
Georgia.
all the way up to Stewart County and areas up near
And
Omaha. So
we
you can
still
see
got a severe
that's where we
thunderstorm
end up
warning
seeing a
right
little bit
now.
more of the dynamics of some stronger winds. You're going to
Calhoun,
see from the
Clay,
outflow, another outflow forming
Early,
here, headed
and
towards
Randolph County radar indicated
coming into
60
areas of
miles
Clay
per
County,
hour.
Georgia, as we speak.
Yes.
Until 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, tornado possible.
Gusty winds, and thankfully that's all we're seeing here, Bob. Moving through parts of Eufaula all the way back up towards the north.
It is 1:48 a.m. right now.
Towards parts of Omaha through
right now in
parts of Chattahoochee
Columbus,
County,
it's
Fort Benning. You guys are good.
64 degrees.
Right there on the main post area. And
heavy
then, moving through
thunderstorm.
parts of Eupatoy, Waverly Hall, right on top of you, up
Feels
to
like
Georgia 85.
Feels like 62.
Parts of Warm Springs, Manchester, and all.
Alright, I'm going to get off of here. Stay
Off,
safe, everybody.
Towards the east here.
And I will get you on the next weather update I get.
County,
Thank you.
County, and
have a great rest of your night.
like you said, we'll continue to get
or a morning, I should say. And this will probably be updated. This thing will not be. Will not be. They just dropped the severe thunderstorm watch. They just dropped that. So
East Muskogee. It's now in eastern Harris County now, and then eventually we're going to see all this kind of move out towards
and
the
I am going to get off of here now.
Right now on that line, I haven't even checked it, but we were seeing this line moving about 39
okay,
miles per
now
hour.
we are now going to go off
like
of it. So thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your morning.
If you were to continue with that,
your latest one is 39.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm pretty sure it has it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much consistent. Yeah. So if we take that line and we're going to take it all.
So there's storm warning until 2 a.m. Good night, everybody.
This morning, so we're about an hour. That's it, and this is about what we're saying. About an hour from now, we should see this whole line be out of here, and it'll be a smooth sailing morning after that. I mean, it's still going to be windy and gusty and still some rain, but by sunrise, we'll see this all cleared out. So a lot of you will. Then we have to look for just some storm damage and stuff. So if we're looking at times, we'll go to Chattahoochee County and Casita, Georgia, 151, 216 around Cuthbert. It's right over Chattahoochee County now. Blakely, Georgia, wouldn't be till almost 2:30. Once we get through Plains and Americus, it'll be about 2:51. Ford Valley and Albany, that's out of the news reviewing area now. It's coming up around 3 o'clock in the morning to 3:23. So this is moving a lot faster, and the impacts have just been nothing but embedded areas that could be strong and potentially severe, as you can see on that line. So we'll see some more power outages likely coming in around this. Ellaville, this will take it about 2:35. In Buena Vista, Marion County, it's going to be coming up here in the next 15-20 minutes. Randolph County, Cuthbert, about 11 minutes after the hour. And areas around Americus, as we said, Sumter County coming up about 2:47 to 2:50, so about an hour from now. And it'll be exiting out. To the north we go, Meriwether County, eastern Meriwether is out, Manchester, Warm Springs. Hamilton's clear. We're seeing, of course, areas right around Ellerslie, Georgia, seeing the heaviest right now. Waverly Hall, seeing the heaviest, and moving into Talbotton, downtown Talbotton. So if you're in Talbotton, that's coming up around 2 o'clock. Will be probably within the next 11, 12 minutes for you. Hannah's Mill area coming up at quarter after the hour. Thomaston, about the same. Taylor County, we're getting to Butler, our Buffalo Center, our Skywatcher outside of Mock, and these areas here moving fast, coming up about quarter after the hour as well, or half hour, I should say, around 2:32. So again, about an hour this whole squall line will be out, and the threat of any severe weather will be gone with it as well. This is a wind event. If you're waking up with us, good morning. It's almost 2 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Central, 52 minutes after the hour. And the winds have been pretty uniform ahead of it and all day persistent. So this is what's been stressing a lot of the trees. And this is why we're seeing sporadic power outages. I don't know if we can visit that again and show you some of the outages. Let's get back to the outage map. See how we're doing in East Alabama, West Georgia. I can go either way if you guys want to see how that's coming up. Okay, we'll stand, yeah. So if you could just give a couple seconds. I know we got a couple good camera shots there. But in the meantime, when you have this kind of wind ahead of it, and then you add this on it, this when you typically spring storms get some of this, of course, issue with seeing some downed trees. And of course, we've seen that across East Alabama. Central and North Central Alabama was hit quite hard yesterday. Farther south we go.
We did get an updated report at the Eufaula Airport, 32 miles per hour.
So that's about what you saw. So about 32, and that's what we had around Columbus too. So this is pretty good. So we're doing all right. We're happy to report so far. Let's continue to monitor though for all our residents and friends that are southeast of this line, southeast of Stewart County, and going into areas around Randolph County and parts of Quitman County now seeing the strongest part of the system. Still, that tornado possible threat is here as it comes into a little bit more unstable environment, but we're seeing it weaken a little bit. The last couple scans here, it's becoming a little bit less intense, so that's a real good sign. And as you get up in Stewart County too, we're seeing that lightning not so concentrated along that line, but we're not going to let our guard down. We still got to just get a couple more counties to get through here. And once we get into eastern Stewart, and we get into areas even around Chattahoochee County, coming into Casita, and then into Marion County, and we'll get into Sly and Sumter. Taylor County is headed your way. Talbot County, it'll be there coming up very shortly. If you're in Harris County, Ellerslie, Waverly Hall area, you're still seeing the strongest winds, and likely, as Cody was saying, these are probably getting close to about 30, 32. So that will create some issues with some of those weakened trees that come down, and maybe even some power outages, which in the morning we'll take a look at. So Cody's doing a street level and trying to get kind of a surface analysis how fast this is going. So now it is slowed to 28 miles per hour. So now we'll give it a more accurate time. So if we do 28 miles an hour right along that squall line, we're going to have a better handle on, what's going on with the time. So let's just take it 28. So let's give you a quick time here, and then we'll get to the power outages. So if you're in Buena Vista, Preston, and Webster County, Weston, Lumpkin, Stewart, Americus, areas around Plains, here's the deal. Lumpkin and Stewart County are about 158 we're looking at, so this is coming up in about 4 minutes, as you know. 21 minutes for Marion County and Buena Vista. Webster County, Preston, Weston, probably somewhere around 227, just under 230. Ellaville coming up about 1/4 the hour. So we still got to go almost a little less than an hour to go. Americus now it looks like more around 3 o'clock. So that would be more likely. This is more accurate. Let's take a look at the power outage map. If anyone's being impacted here, we do got some areas that are a little bit stronger here, especially now across Russell County. We have about 7 in Phoenix City without power. You can see it's rather sporadic. Montgomery has a little bit more from 20 to 30. So this isn't like really dramatic, but we are seeing sporadic power outages, which is a lot better than what we originally anticipated. But where you see the areas just right around Pittsview, a little bit more here. So if we click on that and just north of Louisville, and we get into areas of Barber County around Clayton, we also got a couple areas. We see the star and the polygon. So if we click that with our cursor, there you go. We'll click that, and if you click that star right there, a little bit farther south, down near, yeah, there you go, right there. Oh, you were just on it. If you can go back there and click those stars, it's not letting you click on it. We just love those things. But I guess the star will just test. So if we click on the legend, it'll tell you about 51 to 100 without power there. And so that's what we're looking at, some of these areas. And even around Clayton, too. So there could be that so many customers are there. So we'll be watching that. But we're not seeing a bad scene as far as power outages, Cody. So that's some great news. So we're faring really well this morning if you're joining us. Just here to tell you, refresh the memories. It seems like it's real nasty out there. Seeing it as bad. We do have some updates by Liz Ortega, our producer and director, along with Jacob this morning. And, of course, the field maybe 2 outages here. We're talking about near Opelika Road. We're talking about 65 people have been affected. 334 affected between, this would be Seal, Alabama, and Wendy, Alabama, and they're estimating the time to come back down on 3 Central. Uchi Hill, right along Alabama Highway 21, affected. And the estimated time for that to come back up could be around 4 o'clock, and that might be Central Time there. So we got a couple hours. Some folks are going to be out. The Uchi Hill Highway area, once you get 165 too, and we got to watch those areas. Look at this here, Green Island Hills now, Columbus. Geez, here we were a couple weeks ago where we had a lot of power outages in this area. We have 82 customers, so this is a little bit more significant now. 89 affected in 2nd Avenue, 663 around Williamsburg and Morningside Drive without power now. This is Georgia Power updates. If you encounter any power lines down, never go near these power lines, because you can get electrocuted and you get rings of electricity that can even extend up to 25, 30 feet. Just go ahead and you can go on, even if you're a person using social media, best to just call, of course, the first responders. They'll take care of it. And trust me, they'll know what's going on too. So you can see what's happening there. That's what we're talking about. We want to make sure everybody is okay. Could you guys repeat that one more time for me? Oh, yeah, and you can right now go to our WRBL Radar app, too, to get the latest weather updates. As we continue to track this, this would be, of course, through Google Play and the App Store. This is what we're looking at. We're looking at the latest radar updates. Push notifications allow us to know what the latest watches and warnings are, and expected to see these active watches continue. Now, we got a tornado watch right now for Clay Quitman and Randolph, and that's what we're expecting. So now Clay Quitman and Randolph meteorologist Cody Nickel updating us there. And where else is
I wanted to add, they added Taylor, Sly, and Sumter to this severe thunderstorm watch. Originally, they were not under it. They did extend it just for that line.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so we're still under the gun here. We're watching West Central Georgia. We're watching our counties now, Clay Quitman, Randolph, which we've been consistent on that. And that was expected, too. The southernmost county seeing that tornado watch kind of move to the east a little bit. So probably southern Quitman and a good chunk of Clay and Randolph County as well. Everywhere north, as Cody said, everybody in the News 3